So for this one, I'm not going to have too many pauses or cuts. It's going to be straightforward, so everything will be kept kind of like on a live basis, even though it's not streamed live. Then after every recording, it's a post. So it's going to be related to a simple application that one is creating, and it's actually a big application already in the work. A lot of it has been done already, but we're going to use real world usage of like certain functions or certain views or functionality, and then we're going to view that in a real world application, like a real world view. So we're going to compare the one that one is creating as a real world application, and then we're going to compare with this one, which one uses for demonstration. The real world application is currently in Flutter, and then this part here is all in Django. So it's a Django series that just copies functionality or views, especially the UI from Flutter, and then mixes it with the logic behind to show real world application. So in this case, we're just going to do a demonstration without viewing the actual application. We're going to see over here, if you see this list over here, right? Let's see if we can select any of these items. Let's say you wanted to view this list, right, from a data source that can change, right? So you have this list over here. You have, like, I guess this is perfect because you're starting with lists and an example of the list, right? So we wanted to view all these items together, and then we'll make them, we want to make them clickable at this point. It's just, I guess, to see how this is created. Then we'll move on to the real world application in the next tutorial. So this is at 1:48 right now. Let me just move this data into this space, right? We want to view it here. So I'm just going to move this data into, this is a code space, right, from GitHub. We're going to use it throughout this series. Let me just add this over here. So one would just input this manually and it would show. However, what we are going to do, let's see the manual one without any formatting to it. Remove admin, see what it looks like, right? There it is. So now we want to use that loop, right? So to see basically something that you would know out of learning and how you would put it together. Let's see this one, what it uses. It uses first name, and it uses, we just want to copy this exactly as it is, my members, right? So we're gonna use my members, right? It's my members. It's members S, and then we're going to create a list that says that holds these maps inside, and then we're going to let's first leave it empty and then paste the data, right? So it's going to hold this value inside. However, these values need to be they need to be titled. They need to have a key of first name, right? Why? Because this loop, it loops through x through members to get x dot first name, right? Since we're going to copy that exactly as it is, here's what we're going to do, right? So this will be I've been working on Android Studio for a while, so let's just see how this is supposed to look. So this is supposed to look like this, right? But each one is a map on its own, right? So we can use terms like map and probably like other terms that will be used for Flutter, because I've been working on it for a while now. So let's just do that, and then over there, do the same with this one. I'm just gonna close it off in the end, right? And then we have first name, we have again first name, and then we have again first name, right? And then we're just going to do that over there. Okay, so and then over there, then over there, and then over there, right? So and we're gonna close it off. So we're just closing everything off. And then we're going to make sure that we divide everything with a comma. I'll just pass a comma after everything, just to make sure that all the values show up properly, right? So nothing is showing here because this data is currently in the context that is passed to the index page, right? But yet it's not included, right? Let's do a bit of formatting there. So my members is not included, so we're just going to copy this exactly as it is, right? So if one needs me to continue on this series, I could go through everything here and how to do it and apply it where you can use it in a real world application. But for now, we're just going to copy that part, and then somewhere in the body, we're just going to paste it down there, right? So if members is passed to the front, that means it should show up. And there you see the dots you're going to see is the unordered list. So this, you must have like some understanding to go through this series, because some of the stuff will be very basic like this, but they will require some understanding. But you see now the list shows properly, and you can do this within this. But then to make it clickable, those are other functionalities, but we've completed this simple introduction here, right? So also we could remove this entire division just for you to see only the list, right? We're going to try to save this code space and then continue on it next time with a new feature, maybe like a feature to view an image, to do whatever we need to do. Some might get tricky because it might be like something from Flutter that is kind of like difficult to do in Python Django, but we're going to try and get through every feature that we can create, and then we're going to create in both sides, right? Because we already have it in our case, we're going to have it already in the application, the real world application, and then we're going to have to simulate it here or recreate it here just for the tutorial purposes, right? So that is it for this one. Let's continue on the next video.